Good morning, Shaun here. It is time now for the Revelstoke Mayor Report with Mayor Gary Sulz. Good morning, Gary.
Good morning, Shaun.
How are you?
I'm good. You?
Are you looking forward to cranking out at 40 degrees in the next 5 or so days?
Oh, yeah. I'm just going to melt, right?
Do you remember, I think it was 2016 I'm going to go with, I think. And it was the last time I remember that it was 40. It hit 40. Yeah. And it was like, oh, God. So the last day of school is Tuesday. And it's an early dismissal for the for all of the elementary schools. And I'm thinking, holy smokes, early dismissal at 12:30. It's going to be out at 40. Like, what do you do at 40 degrees?
Find a pool and throw them in.
Yeah, exactly. Like, unless you're near water, you need to be near air conditioning. So that's something. So what exciting news is happening, or news in general?
Well, I'm just going to talk about a couple things the staff have given me this morning. The OCP team has attended the LFI Farmers Market past 2 weekends, hosting community conversations entitled Shaping Our Future 2041. And they've been asking Revelstoke residents what they see as opportunities and challenges the city will face over the next 20 years. This feedback forum will help inform policy development in the fall. And the team will be at the market again this Saturday, June 26th. And also joining will be the Parks, Rec, and Facilities Master Plan team. So they'll kind of be the two of them together. And if you're not able to stop by this weekend, go to the Community Conversations board on Talk Revelstoke/OCP page to share your ideas and what you want to see Revelstoke evolve into over the next 20 years. So the Talk Revelstoke OCP page is the main source for the OCP information and tells you how you can get involved in shaping our future. So some good things there. Got a notice from our fire chief. So some changes as of noon today out because of the heat coming.
Oh, right. Okay.
Effective noon today, the 25th, Category 2 and 3 open fires, as well as other equipment and activities, will be prohibited through the Southeast Fire Center. That's through all of Southeast BC.
Right.
The prohibition being implemented due to increased fire danger ratings caused by warming trend throughout the Southeast Fire Center. The prohibition will be in effect until noon on October 9th, 2021. Or until the order is rescinded. So we're going into wildfire season. So they're a little concerned about people in the backcountry, what they're doing. So want to make sure that people are taking proper things.
So we have a campfire ban?
No, we don't. The prohibition does not ban campfires that are half a meter high by half a meter wide or smaller. So, standard campfire, you're good to go. If you're going to go out and, take a dozen pellets out and burn them, don't be doing that.
Right, okay.
Right? It's just for that sort of thing. And it doesn't apply to cooking stoves that use gas, propane, or briquettes. So within the city of Revelstoke, the fire chief's asking that special occasion campfires are not lit during periods of extreme temperatures to further reduce the risk of human-caused fires in the city. So if you must have a special occasion campfire, consider a propane fire pit, as they're safe to use during higher fire risk. So just that message out for people to keep safe so that we don't end up with summers that we've had in the past where we can't see, we can't breathe because we've got forest fires all around.
Yeah, that was quite the summer, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I just wanted to recap, just for the sake, the cost of the sidewalk was around $2,500.
Yep.
Okay. I just wanted to. I've heard a lot of random numbers go out there.
Yep.
I'm sure you have.
So I quoted, if we would have used kind of the same quality paint that the white lines are painted all over town, we were quoted about $10,000. So people glommed onto that, and that's what they heard. Oh my God, it cost $10,000. It did not. It cost around $2,500 for us to get some probably less quality colored paint, but by the same token, from what I'm seeing so far, it's holding up pretty good. There'll be some touch-ups that are needed, but that's expected when you're using color.
Okay. Yeah, that's cool. I just thought we would just bring that back up. So I had a discussion with Ron and Golden about the new ambulance rule, and he is a paramedic, so he's affected by this in a real personal way. And then, of course, your position beyond mayor is also affected in a personal way. And I know it's ironic, both you and Ron discuss things as mayors, but then also your jobs, unfortunately, cross over. So this is supposed to go into effect. Is it July 2nd or?
I'm not sure exactly when it is. I thought it wasn't until fall, but I'm not. Ron may have more than that.
Yeah, I think he said July.
Okay, I'm having a conversation with BC Emergency Health Services next Wednesday.
Yeah, he
30th.
mentioned that.
And so, I've had many people in the community approach me. So if people have experiences with ambulances that they want to highlight in the positive, that, having them 24 hours a day is a positive. We want to know about that because we want BC Ambulance to know about that.
Well, I think Ron said what works in Burnaby doesn't work here, but what might work in like the Creston area could work here and in Golden. And, for someone who does that job, and he's like, people are not going to make it. This is not good.
Yeah,
like, that's good. I almost said a potty word. It's a bad thing to hear that. So yeah, he did mention that, a handful of you small town mayors are trying to get together to kind of talk to Adrian Dix about, like, you're not, hello.
Yeah. And so when we've already got 24-hour on service where we have staff in the fire hall, this is definitely a decrease in service for us. Now, this would be perfect for a smaller community, let's say Nakusp or something, that doesn't have that system already.
Right.
So this service on-call format would be better because now there's more paramedics in the community. So we look at it from a couple different ways here. So we want to have people that have that 90-second threshold of having our paramedic staff out the door from the time they receive the call till the time that machine is moving, heading down to take care of people. If we go to the on-call service, I know it's going to be 15 to 20 minutes before that ambulance is rolling, and I can tell you that from a personal perspective. I know if I get a phone call at 3 o'clock in the morning that I've got to go to a traffic accident, it's going to take me that long to get up, get my van, get ready, and roll. And I'm not, and it's not necessary for me to be that emergent. So I just know that it's going to take at least that. And so that's a concern.
That for sure. A few fellow friends of mine were mentioning that are volunteers. And how long does it take to get to Rogers Pass? Like on a good day, 40 minutes.
Yeah.
And then you're driving a big rig.
You're driving a bus, and so they're going down the road. They are going at faster than highway speed if that's warranted. But also there's traffic. So you got to get around that sort of thing to make sure that they get safely to their destiny. So those are things that are concerned. But secondly to all of that is bringing in new paramedics, unless they're already in a community, but you're bringing in new paramedics and you're going to pay them $2 an hour to be on call. And then you're going to just pay them $15 an hour for when they do get called out. How are they going to be able to afford to live in Revelstoke? It's just not going to work. So those are the sorts of things we want to talk about. But also we're talking about getting to an accident scene, getting to, whether it's a senior or a child or whatever, making sure that they're all going to survive, and we're going to do the best that we can. So it's a difficult conversation, but it needs to be had.
Okay. Anything else, or we're good for the hot?
That's it. Just want to make sure that people keep safe. We're going into the hot weather, and make sure they keep hydrated, that sort of thing. And if you're out and about traveling, beware of others on the road.
All right. Thanks, Gary.
All right. Thanks.
CTV brings you the most extreme.